There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. Well, my face is red. Doesn't matter. Hope you're doing well. Every day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. We do this show because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else. Only 3 people in here. Inconsistency make YouTube not wanna, share the video and so forth, so forth. That said, we don't care. We care what's happening in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is right now up 0.9%. It has a little bit, bounce out of this, blue box, whatever that was. So when I checked that a little bit, there was some kind of news. I don't know whether that's today or when it was. Somebody actually posted it. Dude posted it in the chat just now. I don't know if this is real or not. I have not actually been seeing this on X because I haven't been on X that much. But let me see over here. Is there news about that? Let me see over here. What happened? I just saw this on X right now. Guys, Moon looking like this and you aren't buying everything, not gonna make it. I gotta repost this. I gotta repost this. That's so good. That's so good. I don't know if the full moon is today or it was yesterday. I'm a little bit unsure about it. Doesn't matter. I cannot find right now. But it says that Tether is gonna be delisted from all EU exchange. Only regulated EU stablecoins will be allowed. So Tether, the way I see it, Tether didn't yet, capitulate. So, it's all good. They delisting stuff. They always delist stuff, but, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Hope everybody's doing well in the chat. Good morning, Anthony. How you doing? I'm here, bro. Only the best here. Exactly. Only the best guys only in the chat. Good morning, Photograph. How you doing, man? Keep trolling, brother. They'll pile in once the euphoria hits. Exactly. So we're gonna check a little bit, quick and dirty what's gonna happen with what's happening in Bitcoin and dominance, Ethereum, Bitcoin. We're also gonna look a little bit on the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, and we're also gonna look at Phantom, guys. We're also gonna look. I think we wanna start looking at Phantom a little bit, and the reason for that is somebody. By the way, only AGX and FAT are like 26% less 24 hours. But the reason we're gonna look at Phantom because I had this video from October 2020. This is 4-year-old video, but somebody for whatever reason 18 hours ago watched the video and says it's all-time high 3.5, and I said like, dude, it's 4-year-old video. But I did look at Phantom over here. And I looked at Phantom, what I was saying back then, what's gonna happen and stuff like that, and it's gonna go a little bit down. But I checked the chart. I looked over here and I checked the chart on Phantom. So if you go all the way back down here, I'm gonna show you something very interesting. So the video was actually made. Right over here. The video was actually made right over here, and I was saying how it's gonna go a little bit down. So the video, even 4 years back then, the video was still correct on the dollar, but that wasn't the interesting part. The interesting part is how this pump actually played out. You see how a small pump breakdown, big pump over here, and then goes towards upside. So look here what's actually happening. Every single time we pump until we actually hit the euphoria and the bull market top. So there is some kind of move towards upside over here, some kind of move, almost parabolic move towards upside. These moves always break down. So you can see up here it breaks down, gets into a box of some sort, and then goes towards the upside, right? The same thing happened next time over here. You'll see over here also the breakdown over here. There is either this one or this one, regardless of where it is. Maybe it's a little bit down here. Regardless where it is, there is a big move over here towards upside over here, breaks down, gets in some kind of box over here, and again goes towards upside. And then eventually over here, when we hit the bull market top over here in 2021, over here it went down. I mean, same kind of technically the same kind of way over here, right? You kind of break down over here. Maybe this is some kind of, you know, bigger box, whatnot, and then goes towards upside. But what you're gonna see over here, that it's, you know, exactly same thing is happening over here as well. Over here there is some kind of line over here, you know, this move towards upside breaks down, goes into some kind of box over here and continues towards upside. Over here there's also a line which breaks towards the downside over here, that is into a box and then explodes towards upside. And right now we have a line again over here. There is a line again over here, which you break down. We already broke that down, so right now we're gonna go into some kind of box and then go towards upside, right? I mean, it does play out, you know, every single time, and this is very, it looks like it's very common for altcoins to actually do that. So just before we start going over here, we broke over here towards downside, this car down over here, there's some kind of box over here, capitulation up here, maybe a little bit more consolidation, and then, you know, again towards upside. But these moves down are very, very common. I wasn't actually aware of that, but you know, I looked a little bit on altcoins, and it does seem that, you know, this is a very typical way of how altcoins are playing out. They explode towards upside, they break the support level, they break the trend, and they pull back big time towards the downside. And this you know, this goes on for all the way until we get to the last pump, where we go to, you know, to the moon. So right now we are in this breakdown, the way I see it, on altcoins, where we already broke down. We are already big down towards downside. This is box, this is liquidation hunt and stop loss hunt, and right now we can actually go towards upside. So the big question is, are altcoins, you know, right now ready to go towards upside? On the daily time frame over here on Cardano, there is a very, very nice doji down here. Right now it's pulling a little bit back. We don't know yet whether this is gonna recover or not, but you know, overall up here we are definitely seeing some very, very low levels on all of the altcoins. Right now altcoins are recovering some. I won't say they're recovering big time. On weekly time frame we still got these red candles over here on all of the altcoins, but there is that. But I thought it was interesting enough to talk about that. So that might be the case. When it comes to Bitcoin over here, Bitcoin went a little bit down. The last part over here is trending towards downside over here a little bit. You'll see that it's bouncing. Still haven't broken the trend up here towards upside. But let's remove all of these lines, because these are trading lines, and you know, we got our channel. The channel is still intact, guys. The channel is still intact. I think where is it? Maybe some clarity goes over here. There we go. That's the channel. The channel is still intact right now, just pulling back down to this midline over here. Can go a little bit more down or something like that? Maybe that. We are just looking for a break of this trend over here, either towards downside or towards upside. This is likely to break towards upside, and then maybe even go outside over here. Right now we are coming very, very close to the July. If you look at the moons, as you just saw on the chart, we are getting a full moon very, very soon right now. I think it's either today or tomorrow, something like this over here. There will become one of these red green moons. The full moons over here is gonna come up, so you know, maybe that's gonna pump us. You can see up here, full moon dumps us, you know, sorry, new moon dumps us, full moon pumps us, so we're expecting some kind of pump eventually over here towards upside, and we're gonna see how that plays out. But right now, I mean, it is still, you know, it's still pulling back towards downside. You also see that the moving averages over here right now, we are bouncing off this 20 moving average. We are still trying to, you know, hold this 10 moving average over here. There is a 10 moving average. We didn't close below that. We didn't close below that, and right now we're trying to pick up above that as well. Best case scenario, the way I see it on the weekly close, now we still got, you know, 3-4 days left, but the best case for a weekly close is coming back above over here, above 67.2 or something like that, because this major level of support over here that we actually broke with this candle over here towards downside will be invalidated if you can actually close above 67.2 this week. Now again, still 3-4 days left, so we got a little bit more time, but nothing actually is happening. Bitcoin is just going towards downside over here a little bit. We do have some kind of very, very low RSI levels over here. This is right now at 40 levels. You can see up here when we had this extension all the way down to 34 levels. I don't believe that, you know, there is a reason to go all the way down to some kind of, you know, 30 levels down here on the bottom. I think there is you know, we are already very, very low when it comes to the RSI levels, and we can actually bounce. What other things that are interesting that might be a little bit bullish over here is that during this this last move over here on the downside, the momentum is actually starting to increase towards the upside. So we are still looking for that. I think maybe even this downtrend over here is actually broken. It looks like broken over here, so maybe the reversal is already starting happening towards the upside. Regardless, I'm still very much bullish on everything right now, and I've been bullish for a while. Even this entire dump towards downside when it comes to altcoins, very much so bullish. There is nothing actually that's bad. I did write, could you guys handle in Telegram? Could you guys handle 51k? 51k is down there, and the reason for that is I'm gonna show you why. The reason for that, I don't think we're gonna dump down to 51k, but there was a very interesting move that did happen just before we actually blew towards the upside. So the move is actually from I was actually rewatching this guy's wrong video. This is Savvy, and he has this chart, Amazon bubble and Bitcoin bubble. So I was talking about that. So I was rewatching this chart, and I looked back at Amazon bubble. So if you go to, no, not this one, Amazon bubble. Where is Amazon? There's Amazon. So I was looking at this Amazon chart. And the chart that we are actually looking at is all the way back here into 2020, and Crypto Save was talking about this top over here and so forth, how this looks like it's right now, whatever. You can watch the video, that doesn't matter. But if you go to the monthly time frame, I think it's monthly time frame or 3 months time frame. Let me see over here. Yeah, it's monthly time frame. So we had some kind of 2020. Let's say this is Bitcoin 2021 top. We go towards the upside. This is the very first move. Right now we are over here, and you can see up here what's happening over here on the chart. Let me split the chart so I can show you that. I think it's interesting. Over here, this is the monthly chart of the Nasdaq. This is the part where we are right now doing this zigzag pattern over here that goes, but this one is going towards the upside over here. We are going a little bit towards downside over here, but you can see up here that it actually broke towards downside towards 20 moving average on the weekly time frame. So if you look at Bitcoin chart over here, Bitcoin chart, let's go to Bitcoin chart, and this over here is the inverted chart. We don't want to invert the chart. There we go. And this is weekly time frame. Let's go to monthly time frame. Okay, monthly time frame. Maybe like 2 weeks time frame. Let's take monthly time frame. Now 2 weeks. Do we have 3 weeks? 3 weeks. 3 weeks time looks almost the same. Yeah. So as you can see up here, the very first move, the top over here, and then you have this move, and then you have this some kind of consolidation before we continue towards upside. So maybe this is some kind of move over here, maybe this over here is something over here. Regardless, doesn't matter. This top, where these stops are, this part over here, where this stops up, this part over here, because it breaks up here above that. And what actually did over here in this part is that it started doing this double top, pull back down below the support levels, and then pumped, right? So over here, if you look at this move up here, some kind of double top over here, pulls back down below these levels up here, this below 56 into this, and then goes towards the upside, right? I don't know whether this is gonna happen or not, but it is interesting that this chart is kind of almost the same, and right now this pattern over here maybe it's gonna play out, but this pattern up here pulls back down to the 20 moving average. So if you look at Bitcoin over here right now, if you look at a Bitcoin where the 20 moving average is on the monthly time frame, sorry, 10 moving average up here, 10 moving average on the monthly time frame is all the way down at 20 moving average is all the way down at where did I actually, maybe I was watching this 2-week time frame. Regardless, but maybe it's gonna pull back below this last low, at least below 56k, something like this, towards the downside over here, pulls back, picks up that liquidity, and goes towards the upside, right? I mean, it could happen. Not saying it's gonna happen. It is very bearish scenario, but I don't see it. I thought it was interesting pattern. it could happen because it came at the same time when Amazon pattern play out. You know, it breaks the highs up here, consolidates, pulls back, and then goes towards the upside. Whether that's gonna be the case or not, I don't know. But I'm not really that bearish, guys. I gotta tell you that right now. And you know, if we start breaking down over here, I would consider that you know, immediate, you know, recovery towards the upside. The way I see it, this move down to 58k was the bottom. The way I see it right now, this move down to 58, because once we actually did that, we actually picked up any kind of liquidity down here. If you remember, we talked about liquidity, where the liquidity is. If you're gonna go down where the liquidity is, and we said liquidity is down here below, you know, 59k or something like that, right? And we already did that. We went into the liquidity zone, we picked up whatever liquidity there was to pick up. So right now we gotta go even lower to pick up any liquidity. We gotta go below 56k to pick next liquidity, you know, junkyard. But you know, I think we're already good right now. Over here you'll see that we are breaking again below inside liquidity zone over here in the last part. So you know, can we recover over here and go towards upside? Sure, why not? Again, very much bullish. Altcoins are down a lot right now, looking for consolidation a little bit, and you know, waiting for more pump, but eventually it will come. The summer is coming to an end. We got like 1 month plus, give or take 1.5 months left on of the summer. At least on July. You know, August here is getting pretty chill here in Norway, so I don't know if you can call it summer, but there is that. Right now Bitcoin is up 1.4%. It's still going a little bit towards the upside over here right now, and you know, it does look very, very nice. Bitcoin dominance failed to break towards upside up here. You can see up here on the daily time frame up here, it tried to break up here towards upside. It did this, you know, curvature up here, big move up here. So if it starts falling up here, we're still looking for more movements towards downside. If you look at a weekly time frame, it did not break towards upside. These are the lines that we are sorry, arrows that we are expecting to happen. We are still expecting dominance right now to crash towards downside. You can see up here, you know, 3 times up here, try to break back above that. We're still looking for this to break down and start going down over here. Once that happens, you know, the curvature is pretty much in full effect, and the altcoin season is coming. You will also see that Ethereum is doing very, very nicely, bouncing really nicely out of these moving averages up here. It's curving towards upside. This, you know, Ethereum does look extremely strong though right now. And Ethereum Bitcoin chart, you'll also see on Ethereum Bitcoin chart that we came down to these lows after this big move towards upside. This is just a pullback. So right now we are looking for this breakout towards upside. So as soon as Ethereum versus Bitcoin starts breaking towards upside, meaning Ethereum's outplaying Bitcoin, and the dominance starts dropping towards downside over here, it's pretty much altcoin season. It's pretty much euphoria starting kicking in. It's pretty much altcoins are gonna explode. Now, another thing you need to notice is that all of the altcoins are right now inside this box down here. You also see again the line broke down, goes down here, capitulation below the lows over here towards downside. We are ready to go, guys. We got a moon. We got a Bitcoin dominance crashing, we got Ethereum Bitcoin pumping, we got Ethereum looking very, very nice. All the altcoins are on the bottom. If this isn't, you know, time just before the move, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It looks very good, guys. It looks very, very good. Thanks to all the retail that are not here viewing this video right now. You're gonna buy my bags at Butin. Be nice. Fed going nuts. Yeah, Fed is going nuts. 24% in 24 hours. So there is definitely right now coins are getting ready to move big time, guys, I think. Good morning, Greens Goblin. How you doing, man? Your 50, 51 level is exactly the bottom fib support for this macro boomer. Nice confluence. Nah, I don't know how I figured out the 51. Maybe it was 2 weekly time frame regardless, but you know, I don't think it's gonna happen, man. I gotta tell you that. I thought it was interesting enough to look at. But you know, there is always some kind of interesting charts and so forth. But I don't think it's gonna happen. You know, what is it? This Amazon chart over here, like you can see up here, like, you know, you get these, you know, big moves up here, consolidation at the top. Oftentimes you break the support before you pump. You'll see over here the same thing happens. You break support before you pump because you create some kind of trend. You break that and you pump. You break that and you pump. Over here as well, you can see up here clearly, you know, there is a trend over here, but you break that trend and then you continue pumping. So you have a lot of these breakdowns where people become, you know, oh, it broke the trend and it goes down. and then it continues pumping. So that's what I'm looking at right now, and right now it looks like everything broke down, everybody think it's over, and then we pump, right? So that's what I went in. Then my liquid prices are 52k. I think you're gonna be good, man. I think 51 is like the worst case scenario. It might happen. I mean, Corona number 2 can come. You never know. But there is that. Hello, where is the 20 on the monthly? 20 on the monthly. Let's go up here. 20 on the monthly is way down over here. By the way, we just had a cross on 20 over 50 over here. I did not even see that. So you'll see over here that 10 moved above, 10 moving average moved about 20 and 50 back here in September 2023. But right over here at the top, the 20 moved above 50. So you get a 10 moving average, 20, 50, and the 200 moving average. I don't know if you know, guys, but bear markets are when bull markets are when you got 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 moving average. When these moving averages are aligned one above another. And right now we have that 10, 20, 50 moving average up here. Let's see where the 100 moving average, because we don't have 200 moving average on this chart on the monthly time frame. 100 moving average is all the way down there, so it does look good. It does look good. 2 weekly time frame is should already be. Where is 200 moving average? Yeah, the 50 we gotta get above the 100 moving average, but 200. I really don't like 100 moving average. I used to have 10, 20, 50, 100, and 200 moving average. But after, like, I don't know, last year, you know, so after 8 years of using 100 moving average, I removed my 100 moving average because it was such a bad moving average. And nothing ever bounces on 100 moving average. Like sometimes maybe, but you know, most times no. So it looks good. It looks very, you know, moving averages are looking very good. R-wave later. Nah, I don't know about R-wave. It looks good. Anyways, guys, this was just a quick and dirty update on what's happening in Bitcoin. But after the stream right now, we're gonna take a small break, and then we're gonna do another trading challenge. Guys, you see that we have this 200 million trading challenge. We are going from 227 bucks all the way up to, you know, a million. And right now, you know, our account size is at 312 bucks. So you can see the trades over here. Day 8. So yesterday we didn't trade because I was tired, but today we're gonna have day 9, 26, and we're gonna try trading again today. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna end this stream, and we're gonna start a new stream. And you are welcome to come and join and watch that. You know, these streams can actually be quite long. You know, this is you know, 2-hour stream. This is 3-hour stream. 4-hour stream, so it can be pretty long because it is trading, a lot of watching the charts, talking about the charts and stuff like that. But you're welcome to come and join that. You've been watching your Sensei save. Yeah, exactly. I've been watching my Sensei save. So you know, 51k coming. But I did notice that the Capo guy, you know the Capo, El Capo, you know, the bearish guy. He's very much bullish right now. He's very much bullish. But you know, they all become bullish, you know, very close to the top. But I missed most of the rally, right? Even Savvy is right now saying that it might go a little bit higher, right? You know. So I don't know. I haven't watched the latest Savvy videos, so I don't know what's happening there. Crypto say did he become, you know, bullish? I don't know. What is his latest video up here? 5 days ago. Short zone up here at 71k, so he's already playing. Let's see a longer term prediction. He thinks, you know, this is wave 2, is gonna wave 3 down here, short zone. So he thinks we're gonna short over here. See, here is already bearish. His targets right now are at 45, 41, 34. This guy is terrible. See, he's talking about, you know, these, you know, stupid charts. And see, that's the Amazon bubble. He still thinks that we are gonna go towards the downside over here. Like this guy. See up here, maybe we can go a little bit more up if we're gonna play this distribution matic up here. This guy doesn't know. He's not, number one, he's not technical analysis. Number 2, his charts are all wrong. And number 3, he's very good at scaring people. He's very good at that. Like anything doomsday, you know, stuff. Like look at his Look at his man, Bitcoin crash, this is bad, top is in, don't be fooled, 7K, multi-year bear market, Great Depression storm brewing, collapse. Like, he's a doomsday. Like, don't watch this guy. This guy's terrible. He's terrible at TA. At least don't watch him for TA. I feel bad for him. Yeah, we feel bad for Savvy. I don't feel bad for him. Like, there was one video where he just went on a rant against his, followers and saying bad stuff, and then he goes in comments and calls people names and stuff like that. I totally lost respect for him. I even wrote on that video, man, because he was ranting so much on his one of his videos against his followers and stuff like that, and it was totally uncalled for, and was calling them names and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, no, unsub. Anyways, guys, we're gonna do the trading stream. If that's something for you, are welcome to watch that. I'll be back another day with a new update when something happens. Just remember, we are majorly bullish, but yes, we are going down a little bit, but bullish. The bull market is not done. We're gonna have a nice time, guys. We're gonna have a nice time. Have a nice midsummer. It's easy to be a meme. Yeah. I'll see you around, guys. Bye bye.